Right, you guys, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Mike's, okay? Make sure, if you don't subscribe to Mike, you're gonna have a fat forehead and a big hairline.
Boom, I'm with the guy Max inside. Subscribe to him, make sure you do still. Best content coming out. You know how it is.
Hello and welcome back to another video, people. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Make sure smashing the likes and subscribing if you're new. And I didn't think I was going to be able to do 2 videos today, but however, life goes on, and we have agreed another deal. We have finally got, well, not finally, because we signed someone last week and the week before, but at the same time, we had to wait until July, late July, to get any deal done. Any deal. And 7th of August, 8 days before the season starts, we have finally got a goalkeeper. West Ham, 4th deal of the window. Most likely, West Ham have agreed a deal, £18 million fee with Leicester City for goalkeeper Mads Hermansen. This is sensational stuff. The 25-year-old is on his way to London now to finalise personal terms and undergo medical. Personal terms apparently have already been agreed, but according to ex-West Ham employee, I'm pretty sure. But at the same time, I'm so happy about this deal. I'm so happy because I said every time people kept asking me in comments and stuff, and where shows that I was on, whether it was on my channel or whether it was on someone else's channel, it was always, Mikey, who would you rather have at West Ham that's realistic? I said Mads Hermansen. If we were smart, you go after one of the relegated teams and get some of the players, and Hermansen was the first name that came to my head. Pause. And for me, this is a great deal. I did not expect 18 million. I didn't expect Leicester to cave into David Sullivan's ways, but then again, Leicester's ownership are not just as bad, but probably they're probably up there. They're probably up there, to be honest with you. And Hermansen, I've always rated from when Leicester signed him, to be honest with you. Obviously, it helped heavily that obviously Carlos, I think his name is Carlos, but Ankergun is the goalkeeping coach, of course, and we've discussed this many times before, and they have that relationship at Brøndby. And what is good about this as well is that the Dane was always Potter's first choice. So finally, well, not finally, but it's 2-2 in terms of recruitment and Potter and David Sullivan. David Sullivan's got Walker Peters and Callum Wilson. I do like Walker Peters, but it wasn't Potter's choice. But part of the recruitment team have got Duff and Hermansen. Obviously, it's not even I know they're saying Potter's first choice, but then again, it's the recruitment team. No, Potter probably plays a part, but he's a manager at the end of the day. He's a modern day manager, so he understands the dynamics between a director of football and himself. So there's the difference there. It's not always the manager this, the manager that. It's not. But this does help Graham Potter a lot, because we saw from the Manchester United game over the past season that Areola has not been the level that even he is, let alone what he should be. Because I think he had a very fantastic season in the season we finished 9th. So the 23-24 season. I actually put him down as Hammer of the Year, funny enough. But obviously, understandably, Jared Bowen did get it. But then it went into the next season. I was like, cool, we might need a goalkeeper in a couple of years, but still, I'm fine with Areola and Fabianski going into this season, and neither of them had the greatest of seasons, to be honest. But Areola, especially with his distribution, Fabianski's distribution is terrible, but Areola's been overplaying it. Obviously, now there's more reliance on him to play with the ball, because Graham Potter's very heavy on his principles. And as much as Hermansen's distribution hasn't been the greatest since he's come to the Premier League, as of recently as a couple of Leicester fans were telling me a few weeks ago, I do think that he can build a very good relationship with the likes of Tadiba, Max Kilman. He's very crucial to just making key stops, kind of what Areola was when Areola would pull a save out of nowhere, like the Sevilla save or the Newcastle game last year, where from out of nowhere Areola will make a save. I believe Hermansen could fill in those boots. And the thing is with Areola, he's going to have to hold second choice. He'll probably leave next year. It is where it is. Areola's still done a good job overall for West Ham, but this was a very needed replacement. It was a very needed replacement. And I'm not even looking for West Ham to play out from the back mad like that, even though we probably are at times. But at least we have more confidence in our goalkeeper to do so. with when it comes to kicking a ball. We haven't had a goalkeeper that can kick a ball for like probably like properly since like Jaskalainen, like kicking a ball long, because Adrian couldn't really kick a ball. Darren Randolph wasn't awful, but he wasn't great at it. Fabianski can't kick a ball. Areola, he's all right at times, but most of the time overplaying it. And I'm glad, by the way, you fucking Chelsea fans can leave me alone about this Robert Sanchez shit. Because when we were linked with Robert Sanchez, I genuinely wanted to shoot myself. Like, we missed out on Petrovic. I was like, the Hermansen deal was not happening. We're linked with fucking Ramsdale. I didn't even want Trafford, and I knew we weren't getting him. I thought Newcastle would get him, but we know what kind of window they're having at the moment as well. But Manson, that's a good signing. I just wish that the 4 deals that we got done weren't so fucking late. Like, Diouf was somewhat acceptable because he was fully integrated into our pre-season, basically, from the first game. But even Callum Wilson, I didn't want him, but like sign him early if you're going to sign him. Same with Walker Peters. These are free signings. So that should have been done way earlier. And there was not really much of an excuse to get this done either. But yeah, I think what also played in our favor was like Leicester having to sell. Leicester having to sell was a big part in this, by the way. A very, very big part in this, because if they didn't have to sell, they could hold on. Like, despite the fact they've been relegated, they can still have some leverage there unless a player fully pushes for the move. Because I'm pretty sure he did play a pre-season game the other day. Now, I don't think he's going to play the Lille game. I'm not going to be at the Lille game anyway. I've sold my tickets. I'm going to be at a festival all day, basically. But I'm looking forward to seeing him against Sunderland. That's going to be the first game, I guess. I can't believe the season's actually about to start, but they could hold some leverage even if Hermansen, even if they didn't want to sell, because they could just be like, well, he's playing, he's not pushing for a move. You're going to have to offer money because he's one of our more valuable assets. But I think, like, just seeing from what Leicester fans were saying, like, kind of like been very accepted of, they kind of accepted the fact a long time ago that Hermansen wasn't really in the plans. I'm very surprised that no other clubs were in for him. I am very surprised at that, just because he is a really good goalkeeper. I really thought Newcastle would get him, but they, for some reason, got Aaron Ramsdale. I don't understand Newcastle this transfer window, to be 100% honest with you. To be 100% honest. And I just, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I'm glad Hermansen has at least agreed a deal to actually go over the line. He can join this club. Obviously, we literally have the coach that developed him as well. So I'm happy with the deal. Get the medical done, get the contract signed. Then we could talk about the announcement. And maybe I'll do a stream tomorrow if he joins. Make sure to like the video. Excuse me. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Social media is already in the description if you want to follow me and email for the inquiries. And I'll see you guys later. Take care.